I'm a skate.
I remember mama used to say, be always on time, never late. No more ramen noodles on the plate. Now I'm eating good every day. God get the clout, God get the clout, yeah, yeah. God get the clout, God get the clout, yeah, yeah. God brought me out, God brought me out, yeah, yeah. God get the clout, God get the clout, yeah, yeah. God get the clout, God get the clout, yeah, yeah. God get the clout, God get the clout, yeah, yeah. God brought me out, God brought me out, yeah, yeah. God get the clout,
God, look at my nostrils.
yeah, yeah. Jordy was the name they used to call me.
You're not ready for this song, okay? You ain't ready, but I'ma get you ready.
God get the clout, yeah, yeah. Jordy was the name they used to call me. Back when cash money was an army.
So, testimony time. I started a new job, which I was so happy about. Things were looking up, was something different. It wasn't something that I'm like always doing, blah blah blah. So, you know about the uncles in Woolwich. I had this guy at my work who basically old enough to be my dad, trying to move to me, and I wasn't having it. Not only am I in a relationship, stop, I'm not interested. The guy just wouldn't leave me. Like he would like be trying to catch my eye. So I work in the office, and you have people that are working outside the office, and he'd be like constantly trying to catch my eye, and I'm just like, I'm not interested. Please leave me alone. I don't have time for your rubbish. Then it came to the day where I could no longer ignore him. This was after he kept trying to catch my eye. He kept calling me baby, bruh, and I was just like, don't do that. One time he actually like touched me on the side. I can't control the monster that I will become. You know, like as much as I'm trying to be a good Christian, things are gonna happen and it's about to get ugly. Okay, and I'm gonna stay pretty whilst you get ugly. Anyway, then it came to the day where I could no longer ignore it because he was in my face and no one else was there. It was just me and him. I went upstairs and I had like dirt on my trousers, so I went to go and like clean the dirt. And he was upstairs. He had just come in to start working, and I was basically in the bathroom. Came out the bathroom, and the kettle I just boiled. I went to go and get the lemon sip. And basically, he was like, oh, what happened? And I was like, nothing, just got some dirt on my trousers because it was snowing at that time. So all the salt and stuff that was on the floor basically went all over my trousers. And then he was just like, oh, let me see. If I could zoom in right now, I would. Anyway, he was like, let me see. So he like turned, like, I just turned my leg to show him. And he was like going the extra mile and turning the whole map of America, trying to turn my whole trousers. Oh yeah, this it's about to go down. He must have asked me, he was like, so why do you wear so many clothes? And I was just like, because I don't need everyone to see my body, and this is the moral that I have, that I have follow. Like I don't need everyone to see my whole shape. Like this is something that I'll be keeping for my husband. And then he was just like, oh, don't say that, you shouldn't say that, you know, you don't know that people like you. That's their business and not mine. It has nothing to do with me. I'm happy who I'm with, and I intend to marry who I'm with. And then he was just like, oh no, don't say that. And then he basically just grabbed me, yeah, like that, grabbed me that quickly, basically put his hands all the way, like not down my trousers but down my back onto my bum. I just like pushed him off me, and then I said to him, don't ever touch me again like that. I don't know who made you think, or what made you think that you could ever touch me or anyone else like that. And I was saying this as I was walking away. Go downstairs now, and I sit down in the office, and I swear to you, I knew what was happening around me, but I did not reply to anyone. I just sat there like, you know when you feel like violated? I was literally just like, my heart was racing, and you know when you feel that fear coming upon you, my heart was racing, and I was like, I need to speak now. If I don't speak now, I'm going to be sat like this for the rest of the night, because I work nights. So eventually I opened my mouth, because the guy had asked me, did you manage to clean your trousers? I didn't even reply to him. So yeah, now the guy that was working in the office with me basically like, I basically decided to tell him what had happened because he knows about previous events where this had happened but people didn't want to speak out. So I basically just told him, yeah, the guy basically did this and this and this. And he was like fuming, mad, like, oh, do you want me to go and tell him to leave? Like, and I was just like, it's fine, I'll just wait until the morning so I can speak to the manager. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go outside for a breather for a second. I went outside and I swear to you, I don't even remember if I cried, but I was just in so much fear. I was literally just standing there like, God, please take this fear away from me because I need to be strong. This is not going to get sorted out if I don't stay strong. Please protect me, help me, guide me, everything. Like, went back inside and I basically was fine. I got on with my job and he was still trying to catch my eye even after this happened. Like, what? So yeah, came to the morning and I told the boss this is what happened, blah blah blah, and yeah, told him what had happened, and he obviously was angry as well. Him having daughters, sisters, cousins that are females and stuff, and he was just like mad, like, and he's had him in the office before, like for other things. So he kind of knew, like when he spoke to the guy, he basically knew that he was lying. Basically, the guy, he basically lied through his teeth. He said that, well, he said that part of it that he did do, but he tried to make it out like I wanted it. Like, he was trying to make it out like we were holding hands. I was like, me, I don't even hold my own hand, B. So why would I be holding your hand? Tell me. So after that, yeah, I went home, got some fruit from Lewisham, came home, and just before I got home, my manager called me and he basically just said, okay, just to let you know, he's fired now, blah blah blah, because yeah, like, I needed a solution. I was not gonna come home and then tell my partner that, you know, this is what's happened and I don't have the solution, because he'll go mad. And I don't need him to be showing up at my work, okay? I don't need that. He doesn't need that. We don't need it. None of us need it. I don't know what's happening to my African accent, but it sounds ridiculous. But anyway, and yeah, that was it. The guy lost his job. He even came back begging for his job, etc. This guy actually messed with the wrong person. You don't understand. Like, this has, and like, did I even mention, this has happened to so many people before, but they never had the courage or the boldness to say anything about it. Never. And bearing in mind that, have I always been like this? I guess I have, but there was a time in my life where I was actually quite shy. And all of this, like, boldness within my beliefs has been like a process. It's been a process, and it has been something that God has been working on within me for certain things that he would like me to do, but I've also been able to use it for myself. And yeah, he basically brought me out of that situation. And in all the times that this guy has done things to other people, nothing has or could have ever been done. But now he lost his job. Like, he should have known that this was going to catch up to him. Yeah, and that was basically the end of it. So in me coming through that, like, all those mixed emotions, I was afraid. At one point I was the She-Hulk, but at other times I was a bit like really like, wow, this is like happening to me. And in the process of that happening, so many things started flashing back. Like, I didn't realize that this has happened to me before, or of course I knew it had happened, but it was in the back of my mind. Like, you know when things happen and you just flash it out, like, I'd never even thought that I could do that, but you know, it's possible. And I started remembering all these times that these things had happened to me before, where people had tried to force me to do things, where guys had locked me in their houses, where like men had tried to show me the private parts in the street, like, and it just makes you think, like, all of these things, we're all going through all these things and we don't actually talk about it. And yeah, in the whole process of it all, like, it was just so fast. Like everyone, when it happened, after it happened, everyone was like, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. But whilst it's happening, you don't think about anything that could possibly be done. Literally, he grabbed me like up on my chest, like some mini gorilla, grabbed me, and then he went like with his hand down onto my bum. So this testimony is basically, the reason why I shared it is because in terms of being a Christian, when you do things differently, people do notice it, and it's not always going to be a good, oh wow, like, are you a Christian? You just, no. Sometimes it's going to be the enemy really trying and letting you know that just because you just like that doesn't mean that I can do what I want, or it doesn't mean that I can still try and mess about with your life. Yeah, like this was something that I noticed in when the guy had said to me, oh, why do you wear so many clothes? Fear will attempt to overcome you in various different situations, regardless of how strong you think you are. But as long as you call out to Jesus, believe me, he's gonna show up. Another thing that I will say is, any of you lot that think that you can mess with a Christian, someone who has a relationship with God, that's the worst person you can ever mess with. I'm telling you that right now. Not because they've come from a certain background and they'll just flip, or they've got so much hate inside of them that they're going to just flip one day. No. It's the fact that they have the Creator as their protector. Do you understand? Someone who is a creator and innovator, someone who is like the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. How can you mess with someone who has that as a guide? So to conclude, I encourage you to just stand up to your demons, B. And we don't want to be brought down, we want to be raised up. So yeah, I encourage you to stay strong, because you are strong. Let me not take the catchphrase from us, and use it for something else before I get battered. But yeah, chase after God, and believe me, he will chase after you. I'm chasing after you, no matter what I have to do. But yeah, that's it. That's all that I have for you tonight. It's a bit long, but I'm gonna cut it short. But yeah, God's the best. So the scripture that I'm going to leave with you today is 1 Corinthians 16 verse 11. Look to the Lord and his strength, seek his face always. When in doubt, seek his face. When in pain, seek his face. When you want to look up, seek his face. When you're in pain, seek his face. When you're in the struggle, seek his face. When you need him, seek his face. What? Put it. Sorry. But yeah, look to the Lord and his strength, seek his face always, and you will be cool. That is my main scripture that gets me through everything. So yeah, you got this, honey bee, because he got you, honey boo. So testimony time. You